Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Takesfrombelow. This is Kandarp.
This is Aayushi.
This is Jenny.
All right, guys, welcome to our episode. And today's topic is free topic. Free forms. Yep. We are just gonna go in with whatever we found.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper,
Yes.
scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I thought he was gonna do rock.
Ready?
Rock. Wait.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock,
Rock.
paper,
Wait.
You gotta go.
Okay. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
He's gotta go with it.
No, I need my time. I need my time.
Can't take a
I
break.
need my time
Gotta
to get
go
in your
with it.
head.
Gotta go
That's
with
what
it.
is. Okay. So my story is from r/Am I the Asshole? The username is u/Kiki Flickers. The title is Am I the Asshole for refusing to pay for my sister's wedding, even though I promised 2 years ago?
Sorry, can you say it again? Because
Sure.
I was like
Sure, you can.
Kiki. And
Yeah, I know. Kiki Flickers. Like
and no, but then do you know that movie Kiki
delivery service. Yeah,
That's my favorite movie. So I started thinking about it. I was like, oh, maybe I should watch that.
Yes, you should. So the title is Am I the Asshole for refusing to pay for my sister's wedding, even though I promised 2 years ago?
No,
Hmm.
no. I'm pretty sure if I promised it and now I'm
Depends on the
backing out of it,
circumstances.
it has to be bad circumstances.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Depends on the circumstances.
But that's what I'm saying. If I'm backing out on my promise, that has to be bad.
Let's see.
What if it's not bad? He's like, petty
You don't
revenge.
feel like it
Nah,
anymore.
I think I believe in
If it's a petty revenge thing, then
No.
yeah, maybe the asshole. But if it's
No.
not a petty revenge, and if it is something, substantial,
All
then
right.
no.
So yes or no?
Depends on circumstances.
No, you have to say yes or no.
No.
Okay.
Okay, and I'm saying no too
So,
because I believe in her.
oh, I love that. So it's a him.
Okay, I believe in him. Sorry.
When I, 32 male, was 23, I came into a bit of money from a tech startup I was a part of. I wasn't rich by any means, but it was more than I ever thought I'd see at that age. Around that time, a little sister, who's now 29F, was going through a rough patch emotionally and financially. And I told her one day, half joking, half serious, when you get married, I got you. I'll pay for it. At the time, she teared up, hugged me. She never forgot it. Fast forward to now, she's engaged and planning her wedding. She reminded me of that conversation and said she's starting to book things, venue, photographer, dress, etc., assuming I'd cover it. Here's the thing. I'm not in the same financial situation anymore. I left tech and now run a small business. Comfortable, but not flush. On top of that, I recently had a kid and bought a home with my partner. Money's tighter. When I told her I couldn't cover the whole wedding, especially not the 30K she's planning, she flipped. She said I lied and used her emotions back then. I offered 5K to help. She says that's insulting and not what I promised. Now my parents are saying I've embarrassed her because she told everyone her big brother was paying. Some relatives said I should honor my word even if it's hard. My partner thinks it's ridiculous and says it was clearly an emotional promise, not a legal contract. So, am I the asshole for backing out of something I said I'd do years ago, or should I be held to that no matter what?
Well,
Yes and no.
yeah. See, the thing
Because
is that he doesn't have a money to give it to you, right? Like,
correct, but at the same time, he did
he did
say
it.
it.
Yeah.
So he should have, wisely
Kept it on
spended
the
it or kept it
side.
on the side
Yeah.
when he did say it, because it sounded like she even like he knew about it for after the fact because she kept bringing it up.
Right.
Mhm.
So it's not like he said it at that point and it got forgotten about.
Exactly.
So if it was something like that, maybe I could see that. But in the case that in this situation, it wasn't forgotten about. She was excited about it and she kept bringing it up even
Right.
down the road. So at that point, he should have
Said
kept
something.
his word, or
Or just been like, hey, let me let you know now.
yeah,
Have you
or
guys
saved up for it, or maybe like had to
Right.
set a budget set aside. Like, hey, this time where we like as you get closer, maybe talk
Yeah.
about the
See, that's
budget
what
and
I
things
was.
like that.
No, but I was also saying like when he promised to pay for it, my also guess is like, did they talk about how much he could be covering it?
Right.
Like,
But you have to assume for a wedding, it's gonna be like 20, 30,000, not like $3,000, you know? He should have saved the money back in the day.
I know.
Put that aside when he
Yeah,
promised
like,
it.
why say something
But
and
like, I guess he never really considered
her getting
him
married?
getting kid
Yeah,
because he
true.
just had a kid.
Well,
It was still,
And
yeah.
probably,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Did you guys ever see The Office when Michael Scott promised those kids that he was gonna pay for their college tuition?
No,
Oh,
but I'm
'cause
pretty
this
sure
is just like this.
Adit probably seen it.
Yeah.
He loves that show.
Oh, it's so good.
Uh, I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like yes and no both.
I wish we knew more about, like, their conversations
I
throughout the
know.
years and, like, what exactly was said.
I mean, the way I see it is like, all right, so yes, is
You
he
are,
the
yeah.
asshole? Yes. Should he be held up on his words on there? I mean, if he has to, based on the current financial condition, he doesn't have the money to do
He
it.
doesn't have
So
money. Yeah,
it
like
shouldn't be put on him to be like, no, you have to cover it no matter
yeah.
how.
Yeah.
They don't care how you do it, but you got to do it. If you got to sell your home, we don't care. It shouldn't be at that point.
I would say you're an asshole for not saving after
Yes.
promising,
Mhm.
but not because you're saying no right now because you don't have the money. Like I don't know, what are you gonna do? Take a personal loan to pay for it? Like
Hey, you promised to pay it, so
I know.
yeah, I guess I don't know, like
I mean, at this point, like maybe the person who's getting married should also put in some money. I mean, it is your wedding. You should not have expected.
yeah.
What are parents doing?
Yeah, right? They just wanted him to pay for it, I guess.
Yeah, like why is parents not be like, hey, we'll help pay for half of whatever
Or some of it,
some
yeah.
of it.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It's a really new story, but a lot of people said not the asshole, everyone sucks. So
Cause
Yeah, I can
yeah,
see
cause that's
everyone
what
sucks.
everyone
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah.
Because also like when she started booking the venue and stuff, like before booking all that shit stuff, like I would
She
let's
should have
say if
talked to
some
him.
exactly like hey
He's the one.
I'm about what's your budget, like you know, like
Right.
hey, can you
Yeah,
tell me what's your
true.
budget because I'm about to start booking venue, looking in the caterers, looking to hire a baker for
Yeah.
cake or
Flowers and
like
Good
all
looking
idea.
at
that.
my dress, like
Yeah.
hey, what's your budget so I
Yeah.
can work around it to know what venues I can afford or whatever, right? Like
Yeah.
Hey, she already booked the venue, so she
I
had to put her
know.
deposit down.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I would say she's asshole for not contacting him before
Yeah.
starting the process. Just
Yeah.
to confirm, like, hey, how much is your budget? Maybe that way you guys could have come across some plan. I don't know.
Yeah. People, it's funny in the comments actually brought up The Office too. So I love that. And there's a lot of you're the asshole. So people are mixed.
Yeah.
In there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay. All right. Rock, paper, scissors.
All right. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
I did your trick. All right. So my story is r/Patty Revenge. Username is u/glitterous goddess. The title is he skipped the group project meeting, so I submitted it with only my name.
Mm.
Um, so the story is it was a two-person project. I reached out right away to plan things and he didn't answer. I figured maybe he was just slow to respond. So I followed up again and again. Still nothing. No replies, no shows, not even a hey, I have been swamped. Just silence. So I kept going without him, did the research, built the slides, wrote the paper, proofread it, edited. Honestly, I was proud of the work when it was done. The night before the deadline, I stared at the title page for a minute. His name was still there. And I thought he didn't do a single thing. Why should he get credit for work he didn't care about? So I deleted his name, submitted the file, closed my laptop, and went to bed. He emailed me after the grade posted asking why his name wasn't there. I didn't bother answering. He had plenty of chances. I just stopped waiting.
Yeah, it's
Yeah. That reminds me of college. Where people participate. I'm pretty sure we took their names off too.
Well,
It is what it is. Like in college.
obvious.
yeah,
I feel like.
obviously.
Yeah.
It's just funny, like, hey, so your phone is working.
Yeah, right? Like where have you been this whole entire time?
apparently.
So it worked when you didn't get grades and you had to text me like, where is my why? Why do you what kind of entitlement is this?
At that
Yeah.
point, we'd be like, "Oh yeah, I didn't wait." I probably would have a purchase like, "Well, yeah, I didn't turn the paper in. You didn't respond. I didn't turn it back, so I got a 0 too."
Right.
No, I think it might be those like, where you can see like who got
All
what,
the yeah.
right? I think
'Cause
that's
usually
what it
most
would be.
online because she submitted the paper online, so I'm assuming it's an online the grading system where
Yeah, but like
usually they don't show other students' grades.
yeah, but we don't know
Typically.
where they're from or
Mm.
anything. I don't know. But she didn't respond. So
Yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah, I would have taken the name off too.
Hmm.
Anybody would have, I think.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah, it's just the thing to do. Like, we're not putting up with that.
I mean, if he thinks that his name should have been on there, he
It
feels
also,
very entitled.
right.
He is, and I'm pretty sure till now he hasn't been doing any of the project, and he
Mhm.
probably got away with it.
Yeah. And he's like,
Um,
what?
and maybe that's why he thought like, oh, people will just do it for him.
Ugh, I
Yeah.
hate that.
Yeah,
Ugh,
Mm-mm.
entitled.
super.
Next story.
Mhm.
All right. So my story was posted on Am I Overreacting? By the username Fantastic Relief 7919. Am I the asshole for making my mother-in-law leave after she tried to rename our newborn?
No.
No.
That's
And how
not.
did you try to rename
Yeah,
your
your
kid
child.
without? I don't know.
Doesn't
Okay,
make any
I
sense.
would
Yeah.
love to see.
Mhm.
What?
Yeah. I'm 30 female, just gave a birth 2 weeks ago. My husband 32 male, and I picked the name Leanna after my late grandmother. We were so happy with it. His mom comes over a few days ago and kept referring to the baby as Victoria. I corrected her thinking it was a slip. She said, "Well, I just don't like Leanna, so I'll call her Victoria. It sounds more elegant." I said that wasn't okay. She laughed and said I was just hormonal. I asked her to leave. Now my husband says I overreacted and should have been more understanding since naming is emotional for her too. Emotional? It's not her kid. He's sulking now, and she's texting me passive aggressive about how I am too sensitive. Was I overreacting?
Oh my
No.
God.
And you know what? That husband needs to.
Yeah, like mama's boy. Like, man up.
Yes. I'm sorry. I hate when someone calls me by anything other than my name until I say it's okay for you to call me this, this, this.
Right.
Like if you ask me, hey, instead of Ayushi, what else? Like you remember you and Katie
Yeah,
was like,
yeah.
hey, what else do you go by? And I
Yeah.
told you can call me Yushi and stuff,
And we
right?
never stop.
Which I'm fine. But it has to be in that. Like you don't come up with your own name.
Yeah.
And same thing with my own kid's name. Like, hey, Ayan's name is Ayan. Ashay's name is Ashay. I don't like if you call him Ashu. No, don't call him Ashu. I hate it.
Or are you
Or no, Ayu is Ayu.
okay?
But anything other than Ayan, if you call him, I hate it. Like, no, he has a name, Ayan. Call him by his name. If you try to change my kid's name behind my back, I'm gonna come and kill
Oh,
you.
wait. That's insane.
I mean, in this case, it was right in front of her face.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
And now it was behind her back.
No. Oh, there are times like where people has tried to call my son something else other than their name. Oh man.
Have you
I get
encountered that in daycare?
Huh?
Have you encountered that at all in daycare?
No, not in daycare.
Oh, that's
Daycare
good.
they are very respectful. Like they actually are calling I'm talking about family members.
Oh, your family.
Oh yeah, family members and I'm like, "Okay, do you want my son to call you this?" Like,
Oh, I don't think they like that.
no. No.
Dang, your own family though.
Yeah. Nope. You can call him what I call him, Ayu, Golu, whatever. Just don't call him. And I'm telling you on your face, don't call him whatever.
Did they give them their own name, like in this story, like David or something?
Yeah.
That's wild.
Yep.
People are entitled.
Yes, it is.
So the top comment actually points out to the hubby, saying the hubby needs a wake up
Hubby.
call,
Oh, definitely.
or your poor little girl is going to live her life catering to the grandma's feeling. It's his job to make sure his family is respecting his wife and daughter. If a grandma can't accept that, she does not get to pick a baby's name. She doesn't respect you. Hubby needs to tell his mom that he loves her, but he loves you and the little girl too. And she's not allowed around until she can do that. If she's too emotional about the baby's name, then she needs to wait for her emotions to settle before she comes into your home. I don't know whether or not overreacted because I don't know the volume, language, or the emotion you used to kick her out. But I do think kicking her out was the right call.
I think also like what happened is like when someone tells me you're hormonal, I'm sorry.
You're
I'm
done.
gonna go to like level from 0 to 100 in
Yeah.
like 0 seconds. So mother-in-law is crossing the boundaries, right?
Yeah.
Like it's my kid. You had your chance to name your kid when you had a son.
Yeah.
Now it's my turn. You back off,
Maybe
right?
she
Like,
didn't get the chance. That's why she's passing that down.
well,
to
then
their
it's your fault for
kid.
choosing that life. It's
Yeah.
your
Yeah.
fault for choosing letting someone else choose your kids, right?
Right.
Like, see, here's the thing. That's why I'm like very against boomers because like boomers are like, I have my whole life, like they're like, oh, but we lived life like this. That's your problem. You decided to live life like that. Have you decided when you were in your early 30s, married woman, and you lived whatever the way you were you like, oh, since I'm living like this, I'm going to make my daughter in law live like this? No,
Yeah.
right? You're choosing to live life like that and making other people's happiness your priority. That's not my fault.
Mhm.
You decided to do that. That's your fault. And now you live whatever you want to live like, right? Like whatever you missed out on, make up for those right now.
Yeah.
You have that time. Because guess what? I'm not expecting you to live your life according to my
Yeah.
way, right? Like
Mhm.
you live your life and let me live my life,
Mhm.
right? Like that's why I'm like, you know what? If you didn't get the chance, that's your fault. That's not my fault. I didn't come and tell you like, hey, let me name your kid. Did
Yeah.
I? Why am I getting punished for it? Why am I getting blamed for it?
Right.
So no. That's one of the things that pisses me off so much. Like you know, like,
It just sucks though, because she's a woman. She went through giving birth to a child.
exactly,
With
right? Like
someone it doesn't
that's
make any
exactly.
sense.
And also like husband, come on.
Yeah.
Grow pair of pants or whatever because one, you decided to pick your wife and build a life with her and you decided to have a kid. Now they should be the priority, not your mom. I'm sorry to say that's not how it should be.
Yep.
I would like to know, will you be happy if your daughter marries someone like you who supports his mom and not your daughter?
That's a great way to put it.
I'm just like, I don't know. It just pisses me off. You're deciding to live with someone. Now make them and you're choosing to create a family with this person, then give them respect, right? Like, come on. Like, what if her mom comes and does the same thing and you're not happy about it?
Right.
I wish my boys support their wives.
They will.
I
Because
hope
you're
so. If
raising
not,
them
I,
right.
I will.
You'll step in either way.
I will be like, huh, I will support them.
Yeah.
You know what? If my boys don't, I will. They
No.
better do.
Or
That
you know,
should
make
be-
sure your boys support him. Doesn't matter.
I know. I mean, I will make
Right,
sure.
true,
the way
but
you're saying,
I
I was
will
like,
make
if they
sure.
don't, I
Yeah.
will. I was like,
No, I'm just saying in fight. Even though if my son is right, I will still support her. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's mean, but yeah, that's my goal
Depends on the
to make
situation.
Yeah,
sure
you
my
know it
yeah.
depends.
Depends on the situation with the
Because
argument
you never
is.
But that's
know.
my goal to raise them right.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully I succeed.
Yeah.
But
You have a
yeah,
long time,
I know. I know.
Lots of raising to do.
I know. I hope I don't. I don't pass on any generational trauma on them.
You won't. You'll do better.
Yeah, but what do you think? Because you're a guy. What do you think?
And you're a girl dad.
And you're a girl dad. Yes.
I
What
mean,
if
to the
what if
story
someone
itself, then
what if
yeah, no,
someone comes
I
and
get
tries
that.
to change the name?
No,
What if your mom comes and tries to change the
no,
name?
that's the name, and that's it. That's what it is.
I can see you doing that. Never mind.
I'm like, that's what it is.
Because you put your foot down all the time. So yeah,
That's what it is.
I can see that.
I
Yeah.
mean, forget about even that. I mean, even so, you know how in our culture there is you have
Right.
Didi
Yeah.
or sister. Like after the name, you say sister, or you call
Mm-hmm.
the. So in Hindi or Gujarati, there's also
Yeah.
you call Didi, which means sister.
But
So
we in Gujarati, like basically technically our legal name, my legal name would be Aayushi Ben. Ben means sister. And then Adit Bhai Oza. Like, and if Adit like Bhai means brother, so he would have Bhai or Kumar, something like that in the end. Like it won't be just his name, right?
Like legally or like
Like
on some of them, yes,
in some of them, yeah.
yes, it is legal.
I mean, it's on your birth certificate, so it comes kind of like
Yeah,
becomes a
it's on your
part of
driver's
your
license and all
name
that. So yeah,
for passport and everything. It comes it, and then you go out of India. That's part of your name because they don't know that,
right.
right? So
so I'm not even
I
saying
never had
based
that.
that.
I
I'm not
never
even
had
saying
that.
based on that. I'm talking about just like our grandparents or parents teaching the kids saying, "Oh no, you have to call them
Oh yes, yes, yes. Oh,
brother
that
or
happens
the
basically,
yeah,
right? So
you call
like
them either brother
either like
or
Didi means
sister
sister, and then older sister you call them Didi, and then
or
older
bhai."
brother is like Bhai, right? So I don't call my sister Didi. I just call her by her name. My brother actually calls my sister Didi, but he doesn't call me Didi. He
Why
calls me
not?
by I don't know. He's like, oh, you have to be 10 years or older than me. Whatever.
That makes sense.
But I don't believe in that, right? Like
So you're not
so
gonna have your boys like call each other.
no, so but Adit calls his brother Bhai, right? Like he doesn't call him by his name, Nandan. And when I came, um someone was like when one person called him Nandan, and then not him but someone else called me. Someone else was like, hey, you should call him Bhai. And I'm like, I don't call my own sister sister. Like,
Right.
why would I call someone else's brother brother, right? Like, I'm not gonna do that. Like,
Right.
I respect him because he's brother, like my brother-in-law, but I'm not gonna call you Bhai. Um, then when Ayan was born, there like few people would be like, oh, she's some so and so Didi, so and so Bhai, and I was like, no, my kid is not gonna call anybody bhai or sister, right? Like, no. And
It needs to know the
I'm not doing
relationship, yes, but
doing
it doesn't need
Ashe,
to be
yeah.
called based on that.
Right.
Yeah, like they are brothers. Like even like when Ashe, like Ashe was born and now that he started talking, like they're like, oh, that's Ayan bhai. And I was like, no, that's Ayan.
Yeah.
And he calls him Aya. That's it. He's not gonna be bhai. Like I don't wanna put that pressure on them. Like, no.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they want to call them when they grow up out of respect and on their own, okay, sure.
Is
But
that
like
what it is? A respect thing?
Yeah.
it is like it's like so basically in our culture, like calling someone older than you by their first name
Plus
is
that.
It is
disrespectful.
respected.
Oh.
So you should never call them by their first name. It's
Yeah, so like
always some sort of how you relate, essentially.
yeah.
But you don't want that because it's just the name.
I don't believe in it. Like it's not like just because I don't call my sister Didi doesn't mean I don't respect her.
Right.
She's my
Yeah.
sister, right? Like
Exactly.
I don't, and I just don't. It's just it's a something like forced respect
Yeah, like you have
that
to force to like
basically
hug,
yes,
force your
right?
kids
Like
to hug people and
I mean,
stuff.
I
Like,
get it, like someone older, like
yeah.
older than my generation, our age, right? Like I get it. Like if it's like my parents' age, yes, I'm not gonna call you by your first name. I'm gonna be like, so we call them uncle, auntie, or whatever. Yes, that would be still in place, but like
Gotcha.
someone around my kids'
Similar
age,
age or same
Yeah,
age.
they're not gonna be.
they're not gonna
Yeah.
be.
What is that the same in your family?
Yeah. In my case, interestingly, I don't call my sister sister. I just go by the name.
Mm.
Although my cousins, I do have Bai or Ben,
Mm.
brother
Yeah.
or sister, after the name. I don't call them actually by that directly. Actually, you'll use their
Use
name
their
And
name
then
and
that.
yeah.
and after.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but that's because it was like brainwashed into us,
And you're trying
right?
to, like,
Like yes, but like also like my cousins are so much older than me.
Mm.
Like my oldest cousin on my dad's side family, her son is like 4 months younger than me.
Oh, wow.
Or yeah. So like there are like I have older cousins who are like so much older than me. Then those cousins I call them. But then anybody who's my sister's age, and I don't call them Didi.
Have you ever been, like, seen as disrespectful for not doing that by anyone in your family?
I don't yes,
Yeah?
and I don't
Yeah?
care.
Do your
And it's
parents, like,
usually
have to defend
it's
had
the ones that actually will say that you're being disrespectful. It's the
one
like
who's
uncle,
not
aunts,
getting
or
me.
like the boomers, like so to speak. I guess
Yeah.
in that
Mm.
generation
Yeah.
where they're essentially are my parents' age people. So
Yeah.
all my aunts, uncles, that are in that age group,
Yeah.
they because that's what they believe. They grew up believing that you
Right.
have to call it that, or that's being disrespectful.
Yeah.
So when we don't call them that, then according to them, we are being disrespectful.
So
Wow.
technically I do go by my brother rule. I just realized it. Anybody 10 years or older,
That's funny.
I give them respect. Anybody that makes sense. Decade younger, older than decade. Yeah, sure. I'll
Different
give you
generation.
respect. Yeah, it's a whole generation. Yeah, that makes sense actually. You know what? It does. Because then I don't want Ayan and Ashe to call my cousins by their first name. They have to be uncle and aunt.
Mm.
Um,
I mean, the uncle
yeah,
and aunt makes sense.
yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Like anybody 10 years or older, yeah, you will get respect.
Not that I think about it, I think it's probably the same thing because for my older one, for Kiara and I, Suraj Sagar, they're technically cousin brothers.
Mm,
So we used to have them Suraj Bhai, or Sagar Bhai.
yeah,
But then if it's Navya and Aryan, it's
you're
just
not.
Navya and
Yeah,
Aryan.
yeah, but because they're around the same age.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I like my brother's rule. I'll call out. That's a nice rule, Akash, if you're listening.
Aw. Shout out.
Shout out to him,
Yes.
yes. But yeah, yeah. So that's I guess I will be telling people that like, hey, if you're over 10 years old, you'll get respect.
If not,
If not, you're my buddy. Okay?
yeah, we're on the same level.
Yes. Not getting promotion for no
Yeah.
reason.
And we have to earn that.
Any update on that?
No updates. He hasn't been active. I mean, it's posted 12 hours ago.
Oh,
New
see
So
then maybe if we
there
get
has
any
not been
update,
any
any
Yeah.
comments or anything.
updates or anything. Apparently, they've been active on other posts, on commenting on other people's stuff,
Oh,
but they have not made any comments to like replying to any of the stuff that's been
Mm.
posted on that.
Gotcha.
I mean, there's people commenting. I mean, there's been like 2,300 comments on there
oh wow.
within the 12-hour time span.
Yeah, because it's mother-in-law trying to change name.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
that's
It's gonna rile people up.
that's
Yeah.
Mother-in-law's like a hot topic.
yes.
Like,
So
they
they
can't get away with
haven't
nothing.
changed anything. They haven't replied back to any of them, but it's people are commenting on it left and right.
And I just love how mother-in-law is like Victoria is more classy.
Yeah,
she
like
said.
what?
Elegant.
No, it's just a
Elegant. And
name.
what was the name?
Liana.
Liliana. How is that
Liana.
not
Leanna's such a
elegant?
beautiful
It
name.
is such a beautiful and girly name.
I guess these aren't real names, right? Or do you think they are?
No,
Probably
this is
are. I
not.
mean,
No,
she
it's not.
quoted it.
Oh, huh.
I
Oh,
took
that
the
means
name in quote, Liana.
No, I don't think. I think she's putting like something close to the
Yeah.
names, I
Maybe.
guess. Maybe. But anyways, if it's real, I love these names.
yeah, beautiful names.
That's a really beautiful. I would definitely put Liliana over Victoria, by
Liana.
the way.
Liana.
Victoria
Liana.
Liana. Yeah, but like even Victoria makes me feel like some old lady.
Victoria's Secret, and that just doesn't sit right.
Victoria.
Yeah.
No, anytime you
It's
say
like,
Victoria, it
and
reminds
she's
me of
gonna get bullied
like
by
a
that.
UK queen.
Yeah.
Like it reminds me of more
Victoria
like
Beckham.
Yes,
yeah,
but that's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
not
Like,
Victoria's Secret.
it's
Just not of that.
well, Victoria's Secret too.